Hey, this is Tuhon Aditya from LightHaven. Today I'm going to share with you a partner drill based on my Open Triangle Footwork. This is one of those drills that we teach generally in the beginning. However, it has applications throughout your Pekiti journey. You're going to be working on range, you're going to be working on timing, on footwork, on flow. It's a drill that just has it gives you a lot of bang for your buck. Before we begin though, it would mean a lot if you would subscribe to the channel. At the end of the video, if you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. If you have anything to add to the discussion, if you have done this drill before or seen this drill before, leave that in the comments down below. If you have questions or requests for future videos, please also leave that in the comments down below. All of these things really do help out the school and the video a lot. Our residency program is up and running, so if you want to come down to Goa, train with us, live with us, check out the link I'm going to leave down below. And the last thing is our online classes are also up and running, so if you want to train with us wherever you are in the world, please get in touch with us and we'll set that up. So the drill is a close range drill in this avatar. As you get more comfortable with it, you can start a bit further away. You will need to start a bit further away, but in the beginning it's a close range drill. So what you should be able to do is I should be able to touch Neha's shoulder. Neha should be able to touch my shoulder without necessarily overextending too much, right? This is where we begin. So check your distance before you begin. Now from here, we're going to start just with the open triangle footwork. So Neha steps one direction, I step the other direction. I come back, steps the other direction. Just get comfortable with this. Get comfortable in being able to move in the open triangle footwork with your partner without necessarily giving each other cues or counts. So I'm not counting for Neha. Neha is just picking up my rhythm and following my rhythm. So now from here we're going to add our knees. So Neha is going to step any one side. We're going to lift our knee and come back home. Other side, lift the knee, come back home, other side. Now what you're really looking to do is you're trying to make sure that the step out after the knee is the same length as the step back in. So now let's say that we've come back here. If me and Neha start from this distance and then we step, lift, come back, we should be back at this distance. We shouldn't be closer, we shouldn't be further away. I want to make sure that the length of my step out is the same as the length of my step in. So spend some time on this because it can be a bit of a tricky thing to get right. So step, lift, back. Step and lift. Right now you can keep your hands by your side, or if you want a guard, you can keep your hands up. It's really up to you. One thing though I will say, oftentimes people ask me why in many footwork drills I keep my hands loose. It's because one of my teachers taught me that tension in the lower part of your body should not reflect in tension on the upper part of your body. And oftentimes when I ask people to keep their hands loose, they start to make these like eagle claws type things as they're stepping because they don't have control of that tension. So this is an exercise I often do with myself. That as I'm doing footwork, I will leave my hands loose and constantly try and eliminate as much tension from my upper body as possible. When it's not required. When it's required, of course, you need it, but when it's not required, you don't want tension in your lower body to reflect in your upper body, or in your upper body to reflect in your lower body. So on the next part is we're going to finish our triangle. So we're going to start from again checking our distance. We're going to step any one side, lift the back knee up, and now we're going to finish that triangle. Right? So I'm going to square. Now from here I'm going to lift the other knee up and go back home. Other direction, step, lift the knee up, square. So I want my feet to be parallel to each other. Lift the other knee up, go back home. So right now the trailing leg is the one that the knee is going to lift. So if I step, my left leg is the trailing leg. Lifts. I step, so I'm square. I'm finishing the triangle. Other leg lifts. I'm heading back home. I step. I lift. I square. I lift. I head back home. Couple of things to again be careful of. If the length of my step out and the length of my step in is not correct, eventually you're going to start doing things like this. So step, lift, next time. You're going to either come closer and closer, or if I end up further away, now when I step, you're going to bump into each other. So it's super important that you start at the right distance. The length of your step out is the same as the length of your step in. The other really important thing to do, let's try and change angles so that we're sort of here. The other, this way, so the other really important thing to do is to make sure that you're at a 45-degree angle. If I'm more than 45 degrees, so if Neha steps to her right and I step more than 45 degrees, now when I try and square, I'm not where I need to be. If I step less than 45 degrees and I lift my knee up, I'm going to hit Neha. So that 45-degree angle is super important, because if I do it right, only if I do it right, am I going to be able to square properly. You will know that you've made a mistake if instead of squaring your feet, maybe come a little bit in front, if instead of squaring your feet, you are having to do almost like a diamond footwork. If you're having to do this, that means you made some mistakes somewhere. You should have, this is the open triangle, we are looking to finish that last side, right? You're not looking to make a diamond, you're looking to finish the triangle. So if your angle is correct, if the length of your step is correct, and if you are in sync with your partner, then it should be fine. Then you should be looking from in front. You should be starting the right distance, stepping, I should be lifting, and now I'm squaring, lift, and I'm heading back home, other side. Squaring, lift, back home. The next thing to focus on is I'm not going to be giving commands to Neha anymore. So come closer, start from the right distance. Neha is going to, because Neha understands my rhythm now, and I understand Neha's rhythm, we are looking to sort of enter that flow state where we are basically being consistent in the rhythm that we have started with. So we want to consistently be in that rhythm and flow in that rhythm. Not speed up, not slow down, but maintain that rhythm. In that case, I no longer need to be giving her commands, she no longer needs to be giving me commands. We are moving to each other's rhythm, which is a really important concept in fighting and in Filipino martial arts. This is one way where we introduce the concept of flow in partner-based drills. If you can get this right, it's going to make a lot of other things a lot easier for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. Please do subscribe to the channel. If you have anything to add to the discussion, please leave that in the comments down below. If you have any questions or requests for future videos, please also leave that in the comments down below. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. Like I said earlier, a residential program is up and running. If you want to come down to Goa, live with us, train with us, check out the link I'm going to leave down below. And online classes are up and running. So if you want to train with us online, get in touch with us through the links that I'm going to leave down below. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.